Alright, this is another really important video. I created a list of 10 ways women gain deeper levels of psychological investment from men. The reason why this is so important is she wants to always know if you actually like her. Okay, her emotions work in your favor when your interest level is unclear, right? Does he like me? Does he not like me? Does he love me? Does he not love me? But this is what you have to remember, is she's constantly going to be laying different trap cards to test your interest level and to test your attachment level, and she wants to gain deeper levels of psychological investment. A lot of times if you date a woman, she wants your entire mind. She wants all your energy. She wants everything that she can get from you. And you have to understand that this is just how things are. The way around all of this, I will tell you at the end of the video. So this video is 10 ways women gain deeper levels of psychological investment from men. Okay, point number 1. You start meeting a woman, you start dating a woman, and in the beginning, everything is good. Okay, this is what you're going to notice. Everything is good. The chemistry is on point. You and her have great chemistry in the bedroom. She's sweet, she's loving, she's nurturing. And then one thing happens. All she will do is she will just pull back to see if you chase. That's it. She'll just pull back to see if you chase. She might just stop texting you. She might just all of a sudden, there was people mowing the lawn outside, so I had to switch the video to in here. Now, it might just be something super simple. Okay, maybe you guys are always sitting there watching a movie. Okay, and every single time you watch a movie, she attempts to hold your hand, and then all of a sudden she doesn't. There's going to be little things you notice, okay? And this is just very important. Like in the beginning, it's good. She wants you to like her. And then over time, she wants to pull back, so you chase and pursue harder, because you have to understand she wants all of your psychological investment. So that's point number 1. Point number 2. Being extremely sweet and loving and nurturing to get you to slowly drop your guard, and then her vocal tone switches. This is one that almost all of you are going to notice if you actually pay attention. Just listen close. Being extremely sweet, okay, and extremely loving and extremely nurturing to get you to slowly drop your guard. So what does that mean, drop your guard? In the beginning, everything's on point. Your masculine frame is on point. You have a demeanor about yourself where you're not going to reveal a lot of things. You're probably going to be very confident, all these things, right? And what she wants to try to do is soften you. Okay, so she's sweet, she's loving, she's nurturing. She wants you to like her more. She wants you to like her more than it appears that you already do. So then what happens is you get comfortable. You get comfortable, and you will watch the flip. As you get comfortable, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get comfortable, and then all of a sudden her vocal tone will switch. And you will watch the vocal tone spike your anxiety. Maybe it will make you have fear of loss. Maybe it will make your heart rate go up. She will use a tone of disinterest. The voice all of a sudden will sound displeased. And what's happening, okay, is she wants to see if this triggers your fear of loss. What you have to understand is a lot of times this is just some form of manipulation. A lot of times this is just to see what you will do. A lot of times this is just to see if you will react. Okay, so you cannot react. This is very important. The more stoic and the more calm and the more grounded you are, the better. Okay, point number 3. Breaking routine. Okay. If you have a routine, let's say you're dating a woman and you see her once a week. Let's say you have, typical plans where you see each other. Let's say every single Friday, you and her go and do something. She will break routine to see what you do, okay? She'll say, okay, if I flake this weekend, what's he going to do? if I flake this weekend, what will this do to his mind? Because you have to remember, she wants your energy. Your energy is going to equal your investment. Your investment is going to be your time, energy, your resources, everything. So breaking routine is point number 3, okay? Another example would be like, let's say you and her, talk before bed. Let's say you're dating a woman long-term. You talk before bed and you notice one night she just doesn't pick up. Most guys are going to say, where's she at? What's she doing? What's going on? And they're nervous, okay? You cannot do this. So breaking routine, okay? Very important to understand. If you care and if you chase, this will drop her interest level because you're revealing insecurity. So always keep that in mind. A confident man leads by principle of what's correct. He does not give in to his emotions, okay? Point number 4, leveraging your natural masculine tendencies to protect and provide to get you more emotionally invested. Okay, so what you're going to notice from women, okay, who like you, is women who like you will attempt to find ways to get you integrated and invested into their life, okay, for a form of companionship. So this is basically anything and everything outside of the bedroom, okay? She wants to get you to invest into her and her life in every way that she can. The word I'm going to use here is integrate. She wants to integrate you into her life. So what's going to happen, okay, is she will start to leverage your natural masculine tendencies to protect and provide to get you more emotionally invested. She has a problem. She knows that men are oftentimes logical. Now she wants you to solve it. She has an issue doing something or she needs help with something, and now she comes to you in order to get you more invested. What you will notice is the more you invest in general, not only does she assume that you like her more, but you're going to notice a decrease in overall relationship dynamic from a masculine to feminine standpoint. Despite you doing things, you'll notice that oftentimes she becomes less happy. You're going to notice that all of a sudden there's tension. You're going to notice that her seeing you do this lowers interest. So you have to always remember this. You have to leverage your natural masculine tendencies to protect and provide for you, for yourself. And that means if she decides to come into your world and come into your frame that you created, this is most beneficial because this is a dynamic that she deep down wants. The more you enter her world, the worse the relationship gets. Keep that in mind, okay? Point number 5, leveraging vocal tone to see if you'll break principle for her, okay? Leveraging vocal tone to see if you will break principle for her. You could have a principle of anything.Maybe you have a really demanding job, and no matter what, you want to go to bed at, let's say, 9 o'clock every single night because you have to do this because it's part of your routine and it's how you stay on track with your career. There might be a night where she goes, please, please, please. Leveraging vocal tone to see if you will break routine. The more you break routine, the less of a masculine state you're in because a masculine man is orderly. I know that a lot of you want this amazing feminine woman to complement your life, but you have to remember that a lot of times women don't do that. What women are actually going to do is they will try to tear down the order and routine that you have to see if you're strong enough to adhere to what you believe in. That's what they do. What you're going to notice is a lot of times, by design, she'll naturally try to tear apart the things that make you you to see if you'll change. So this is what women try to do almost right away, is they try to change the man. They try to soften him, weaken him, make him different. Very important to understand this. So that's number 5, leveraging vocal tone to see if you'll break principle for her. Number 6, okay, on purpose tests. She will test you on purpose. Now, this is an overt test that you have to be aware of, and this is just one example. You're going to find a lot of these. A good example would be, let's say you have to run outside for a second to go grab something from your car, and then you come back in and you notice she's on her cell phone, and then it's like right when you come in and you look at her, she puts it down really quick to appear like she was talking to someone, or she does a reaction that makes it seem like she might have been talking to somebody else. What she wants to do is bring out your potential insecurity. So guys who fail these tests are typically guys who do not have a lot of experience with women. A lot of times they're just tests, but she wants to still see how you react, because once you reveal your interest level, you actually signal who is the one who's being pursued in the relationship. So that's what you have to remember. At all times, you need the dynamic where she's pursuing you, because this is what you have to remember. Women have so many options that at the end of the day, she will choose the man that she wants. She will choose the man that she wants to be with. And that's most important, okay? So on purpose tests, okay, you might notice something like she puts the phone down really quick. It brings out your insecurity. Number 7, overt displays of loyalty to make it known, okay, that she's with you. This could be manipulation. So this is a way that a woman will gain a deeper level of psychological investment from a man. Overt displays of loyalty. Maybe you'll notice that you're dating a woman and she looks at you and says something like, just so you know, I'm not talking to anybody else. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But she wants you to believe something to create a frame or a dynamic where she now gets you to believe that she has your best interest in mind. A lot of times, this is the furthest thing from the truth. A lot of times you have to be able to spot these things despite you being interested in her or despite you being attracted to her. You have to be able to spot this. So any overt display of loyalty, you have to look at this as potential manipulation. You have to always be aware of this. You have to always be aware of this, because no matter who's in your life, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a woman that you're dating. Anybody who has close access to you has the ability to not have your best interest in mind. So always keep that in mind, okay? Point number 8, getting you to like her personality so you believe everything that she tells you, okay? Point number 8 is getting you to like her personality. So once a woman sees that you like her on a personality level, she will attempt to get you to believe everything that she tells you. This is what you'll notice. What you have to know is most people lie. Most people lie. And it's not just the woman that you're dating, it's people in general. Could even be your parents. Could be a brother, it could be a sister, it could be a coworker, it could be a best friend. People just lie in general. They lie for a variety of reasons. But if she can do this, and she can get you to believe everything that she's saying, she's watching a deeper level of psychological investment play out where you start to like her. Number 9, any form of drama. Okay, any form of drama does one thing. It triggers fear of loss for most men. When a woman brings drama, you have to be the rock that she's wanting. Like a brick wall. You can't be moved. You can't be moved either way. You can't be moved either way. You won't be swayed. Any form of drama, she wants to see if you think it's disinterest. This is what you have to know. Any form of drama, she wants you to think and feel that it is disinterest. Okay, that's point number 9. Point number 10, okay, attempting to be your biggest source of pleasure. If you notice this, you have to be very aware. And the reason why you have to be very aware is because as a man, you have to understand that everything has an opposite reaction. Okay, so anything that feels pleasurable, there's typically an opposite reaction where now there will be pain on the opposite side of that. So anytime that you notice a woman is attempting to be your biggest source of pleasure, she is most likely using some form of manipulation to gain a deeper level of investment from you. She wants you to like her. This isn't good or bad, this is just how it is. She wants you to like her. So keep that in mind. Now, I told you that I'd tell you how to get around all this. The way that you get around all of this is you do not let your lust control you. The reason why any of this happens is because you lead your entire life with temptation and you give in to your own temptation, which means that the one qualification that you have is typically just like external attraction or beauty. Most men fall to just beauty alone. And then all the things, okay, they're not actually qualifying the woman on deeper levels. So by you not giving into lust, you're finally able to actually have conversation and really analyze the person in your life. Same way if you have like a dude friend, right? If you've been friends with a guy for a long time and then all of a sudden you notice weird behavior, you're able to a lot of times distance yourself or remove yourself because you're not leading with some type of outcome like you would if you were in a dating situation. So keep that in mind, okay? These are going to be the 10 ways women gain deeper levels of psychological investment from a man. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.